The SHTP Heritage Training Partnership Project will offer trainees the chance to focus on the traditional seamanship skills necessary to operate and maintain historic vessels, empathetically and effectively, and the practical skills required to help them fully understand and better conserve and interpret historic vessels. Trainees will have the opportunity to work across the UK at a multitude of partnership sites.
I think placement at the Fisheries Museum is quite a special one because obviously it's not just the boat, we have the museum as well. So depending on the trainees' interests and the skills that they would like to develop, we can be really quite flexible. We've had trainees in the past who have worked a lot with our boat, and they've gone out and they've wanted to actually have the practical experience of greeting the public and sailing the vessel. We've had other trainees who are more interested in the conservation side. So they've worked more in the museum, working on some of our other wooden boats. We have actually 19 boats in our collection. We only have 2 that go to sea, but we have a number of other boats that people can work on.
The traditional skills about boat building and traditional techniques about how to work and restore wooden boats are disappearing. So this is the right moment to transfer the skills before people who are able to carry out important works retire. And this is the aim of the museum and of our working boatyard.
Well, the Fisheries Museum itself is housed in Anstruther, which is one of a string of villages in the so-called East Neuk of Fife, which is a little corner of fishing villages around the coast. There's not much to go on as far as social amenities are concerned, but there's lots of beautiful scenery, there's lots of coastal walking, wildlife, beautiful things to look at, and of course the museum and our boat, the Reaper. She was a fishing boat, she was a sailing drifter, and she fished for herring through her working life and is typical of the boats around that period. She is operated for us by a crew of volunteers.
Dover and its castle, the largest in England, now work home to an alumna of the partnership course, who found her time at the Scottish Fisheries Museum invaluable.
One of the most useful things was obviously just a greater understanding of the historic ship environment, the constraints that there are on it, the types of organisations that exist, how they work, how they differ. Obviously I learned a tremendous amount of skills, and I met also a lot of very interesting and dedicated people, some of whom I've continued to keep contact with. And it also gave me an impression of how hard a lot of these organisations work. So what I got out of it was not only some of the traditional skills which the course was tailored around, but also a whole raft of other skills, so looking at how you can get the most out of your volunteers, interpretation, also things like management skills, a whole raft of things I never even imagined I would learn as part of the course.
We're slightly unusual in that although we're a national museum and we could tell a national story, and our collections cover the whole of Scotland, we're also very strongly based in our local village, and we draw a lot of our volunteers from our local communities, and we have lots of local community events, and it's that balance of having something really specific and really in-depth, but that has that broader context that you can then take anywhere.
It's a fantastic experience. It's challenging but also extremely rewarding, and you will come out with something from it that will be useful for your future career.
For further information about the SHTP Heritage Training Partnership, including how to apply, visit our website at www.nationalhistoricships.org.uk.